we have our friends here on the line. This is Jeff and Justin from FrustratedRockstars.com.
Oh, cool.
We haven't talked to them in a while. Jeff?
Hey, man.
Justin there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys again for coming on the show. We thought of I think a good discussion to this week would be the best live bands ever.
Yeah.
I know the two.
I couldn't even narrow it down to one. I've seen some shows that were extraordinary. The Rolling Stones.
What's your top show
No,
you've been to?
you can't name everything.
Kiss's first night of the reunion tour at Madison Square Garden were on fire.
Please.
Unbelievable. Kiss is unbelievable live.
Oh, yeah,
it was
they
amazing.
play two notes. Of course they're fucking unbelievable.
They're flying around. They're breathing fire. It's a good show.
They're putting a show together.
So
They're
is my
entertaining.
mother-in-law.
She's flying around and breathing fire.
888-STERN-101. Give us a call. Your favorite live band. The best live band you can think of. 888-STERN-101. Here's my pick. And I've seen both these bands, but I didn't see the original band, but I would still rank this up there with one of the best live
Poison
shows
and
ever.
who else?
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, absolutely.
94, the Rose Bowl in California. And Pearl Jam at the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas on their second album. I think it was Versus.
Were they standing there in flannel shirts, staring at the ground, waiting for day labor?
They fucking rock.
Yeah, see, a lot of these shows have to do with the venue you see them at. You know, if you see, like, a huge act in a small venue like that, and you can get, like, really close or, you know, you can really get into it. Sometimes the stadium shows can be too big.
Yeah.
Or the festival shows.
Yeah, sometimes you see the wrong act at the wrong show, you know, it ruins everything.
Also, I want to go ahead.
It's the same thing.
I saw Chris, you know Chris Isaac, right?
Yeah.
Chris Isaac's great, right?
All right. Well, I don't know. I'm not going
I
to.
saw him at a stadium show, and he was lost in the crowd and the noise and all that stuff. You know, he's better to see in a small venue, like Jeff said. Sometimes the venue dictates how good the show is.
Exactly. It's the same thing in comedy. You cannot do over a certain amount because it just doesn't work. You know what I mean? When you get around 3,000 to 5,000, it seems to get out of control.
And we've got one of those venues here. We have I don't know what it's called now, Lakewood Amphitheater, where it's an outdoor, and the lawn seats suck. I've seen Aerosmith at this venue like 5 times. Sucked every time because I've been in the lawn.
Right, because you're just watching the Jumbotron because you're on the lawn seats.
Pat in Buffalo. I saw this band, and I happen to agree with you.
Motley Crue. Yeah.
That was the second show I saw at the Great Western Forum, the Girls, Girls, Girls tour, where Tommy Lee had the spinning drum cage.
That was amazing.
It was awesome.
Carnival of Sins I saw in Toronto, but seriously, two smaller ones. I know one's way past their prime. Tom Kiefer with Cinderella.
Oh, God. That's my favorite show. Justin and I went to see Cinderella, Small Club, The Masquerade, like 10 years ago, and we just got down, man.
Yeah.
It was the best. It was my best concert experience.
Gypsy Rose, don't take me home. I love that song.
He blew his voice box out.
Oh, he had a great voice. He
Blew it out, though, man. He hasn't recovered. I saw him about 3-4 years ago, small venue, but, man, his band members really picked up the slack, but that fucking voice, 20 years strong, man. Cinder fucking Rella.
Yeah, they're the most underrated hair band, or whatever you want to call it, from the 80s. Cinderella is.
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, the first band I actually ever saw was Social D out at the Warfield.
Social Distortion, Mike Ness. Oh, that's the best punk band of all time. They're better than the Ramones. Check out the records.
Sex Pistols,
yeah,
baby.
It was a small venue and all that, and so it was pretty jumping into that for sure.
They're so hard, they sell out every time, no matter what record they have out, no matter what year it is. They put on a show, it's unbelievable. And the best mosh pit I ever saw, I was scared, I had to leave it.
That's awesome.
I had to do the same thing at the Bengals concert. It was fucking incredible.
Matt, anything else you want to say, buddy?
I was just going to say, man, I love the show. First time I've ever called a radio show.
Thanks, man. Thanks for letting us pop your cherry, buddy. Later. Josh in Chicago.
Yeah, I want to say Iron Maiden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I wish someone would bring up Iron Maiden. They're incredible live.
Yeah, man. This latest tour, man, I'm too young. I never got to see them in the 80s, so, you know, this tour, you know, was good for me.
Listen to this. Turn this up, Raven.
It's so good, right?
Wow. And it it just stands the test of time. Yeah. That's how you know the band was fucking ahead of its time, because it's...
Rock and roll bands put on the best shows. They got the pyrotech. We're talking just like, best show. You're never going to see a better show than a metal show. They got the lasers, they got the fire, they got the pyrotechnics, they got the, the guitar solos.
Jeremy in Phoenix, you're on with Frustrated Rockstars.
Hey, what's going on, guys? You're doing a great show all week.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop.
I have to say, I'm not the biggest Aerosmith fan, but I once saw Aerosmith and Motley Crue play together.
Nice.
And that was the greatest show I've ever seen in my life.
Thanks for...
Wait, that was just recently. Didn't they tour together recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just like 3 years ago or so.
Like I mentioned it before, I've never seen Aerosmith in a good venue. I saw them from the lawn seats, in a huge amphitheater, and, I may as well just have been sitting there, talking with my friend, drinking a beer.
I've seen him at Woodstock also, was the only place I've seen him, and it was not, it's a big venue. You're outside. It's just horrible.
With Aerosmith in general, it's just kind of overkill at this point. There's just been so much Aerosmith over the years. I'm kind of over it.
Agreed. I saw excuse me, I saw Aerosmith at the PNC Arts Center in Holmdel, New Jersey. And again, I had shit seats too, and I was watching it on the big screen. But the difference between the killer old rockin' Aerosmith and then they lace into this fucking ballad from a Bruce Willis movie or something, it's like night and day when they were good and when they sold their soul.
When it's like, when you just want to hear like Toys in the Attic.
And they did, and like I had a panic situation. They broke into that theme from
Armageddon.
Really, they did that. I don't want to fall asleep. And I looked at the bag I was holding, and I did the math. I had like 3 joints left. And I said, this is a 4-joint song at least if I'm going to survive the rest of the show. It was a tough moment.
That's a good thing about lawn seats. If you have lawn seats, you can smoke your pot, you can sneak in your bottle, you can sit there. But you basically should just buy the DVD and sit in your living room, because if you don't have good seats, if you sit in a lawn seat, you just watch it on a Jumbotron, you might as well just buy the DVD.
Let's go to John and Cali. John?
Best live concert I ever saw happened 2 years ago. It was the Holding Company minus Joplin, Steve Miller, Greg Kinn, and it was the Doobie Brothers. And the Doobie Brothers.
Wow, that's not bad, actually.
So it's like a Ringo Starr All-Star tour.
Yeah, that's not bad, actually.
I'm 26 years old, and my parents raised me on the 70s and 60s music, so I love it. But I got to say, the Doobie Brothers in concert, my God, they were great. They were absolutely incredible.
When you were at that concert, was Rerun there, and did a tape recorder fall out of his trench coat?
Nice, Julie.
Thank you. One of my favorite episodes.
The thing about concerts, too, I mean, a lot of it has to do with how fucked up you are and where you are in life.
Right.
If you did mushrooms, everything sounds good.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, like right now, I'm married with a kid, so if I can get out with Justin and go to a concert, I don't care if it's the Jonas Brothers. I'm out partying.
Yeah.
Right. John in Rochester.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Great show.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, there's 2 concerts that stand out among all the shows I've seen. One was last year. I saw Dream Theater at the University of Buffalo.
Oh, Mike Portnoy on drums.
They're good.
That Mike Portnoy, he is just insane.
He's one of the 3 best drummers of all time.
He's good friends with Richard Christie, over here on the Stern Show.
He's ridiculous on drums.
Richard, you don't know. Maybe people out there who aren't.
I've heard Julie. I heard him. He played Hot for Teacher one time in the studio there on the show once.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, Richard can really play.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my God, he's like a legend in the drumming world. Like he's up there. Listen, we're gonna go to break. Jeff, Justin, man, I want to thank you guys.
We love you
for doing this yet again with us. And
what's their website?
Yeah, it's frustratedrockstars.com. Go check these guys out.
Yeah, this is what we do. We just talk about rock and roll, different subjects.
And you guys are awesome, man. You know your shit.
And nobody said Tesla.
Nobody said Tesla.
No one said Ozzy either.
Oh.
The concert ever was Def Leppard Tesla, 1987.
Well, maybe we'll have to revisit this another day. Thank you guys again. FrustratedRockstars.com.